Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. This is video 2, chapter 5, states of matter. Last time, if you remember, we have discussed about these 3 types of van der Waals forces: dispersion or London force, dipole forces, dipole induced dipole force, right? These are the 3 types of van der Waals force. But before understanding this one, we need to understand the word dipole. Means 2 polarity, positive and negative. Now, how does it develops? You can see here. When we talk about this keyword dipole means what? Suppose if I write a molecule HCl, right? In HCl, chlorine is more or most electronegative. What is the word? Electronegative, right? Now, what is the meaning of the word electronegative? Means tendency to pull electron pair. This is the simple way you can remember. Electron pair towards itself. Tendency to pull electron pair towards itself, we call it as electronegativity. So, in this case, when we say chlorine is most electronegative, so what it will do? It will pull all the shared pair of electrons towards itself. So what will happen? There will be a formation of electron cloud here. Which cloud? Electron cloud. So due to this electron cloud, we know electron is negatively charged. So there will be a formation of delta minus charge, and here less electrons will be there at this position. So what will happen? There will be a formation of delta plus charge, right? So positive and negative pole is developed due to difference in electronegativity. It is more what we call it as electronegative, and this is less electronegative, right? So this is the way how polarity is developed, what we call, right? So dipole means having 2 poles, positive and negative, what we call it as, right? Now the next one, dispersion or London force, what we are talking about, okay? Now when we talk about dispersion or London force, either you can take 2 atoms, you can take 2 atoms, or molecules you can take to explain this, right? So better we'll understand with the atom. Now we know in an atom, in the center proton and neutrons are there. So I will explain this nucleus as a positive charge in the center, and electron moves around it, if you have seen. Now this is, you can take it as atom A, and this is, you can take it as atom B. Of hydrogen atom only you can take atom B. Clear? In the beginning you can see the electron charge is symmetrically distributed, right? Now when these 2 atoms come nearer to each other, what are the consequences you are going to see? That I will explain, and from that we will understand dispersion or London force, okay? So you can see when these 2 atoms come nearer to each other, what you will see? What you will see? When they come near to each other, we know electron moves around here, what we say, around the orbit, what we say, like this. So now what happens? Due to same charge, when they come near to each other, this atom's electron or this atom electron will try to move away from each other because of what? Because of repulsion. What we call it as? Because of repulsion. So what will happen in this case? This atom will all the proton will come on one side, and you will see here, and electron charges will be on the either side. Same way for this atom. This is atom A, this is atom B. In this case, what will happen? All electrons will move on which side? This side. You can see it is being shaded like this. So you will see the movement of electron is shown from, you can see from which side? This side to this side. It is being explained through the arrow. And in this case also, movement of electron is this from this side to this side, that is from left side to right side, right? So what will happen? All electrons will gather at these positions, what we say, right? And due to which you can see there is an electron cloud, what we say here. There is a dispersion of charge, what we call. What is the word? Dispersion of charge. You can see that is electron will move this side, so the charge is distributed on this side. These electrons are there, so which charge? Minus charge, what we say, right? So now we will see this same thing from your textbook. See, in your textbook you can see it is explained here. You can see the dark shaded part is the electrons, what we call. What are they? All the electrons. You can see atom A with instantaneous dipole. Instantaneous means dipole is produced due to dispersion of charge. More electron density on which side? Right hand side, means this part I am talking about, right? Now same way it can happen in opposite direction. It is not necessary that electron will move on right only. It can move in left side also. You can see here. Can you see? So whichever atom approach is based on that, dispersion will take place. Okay. So this same thing, that is dispersion of charge, that's why it is called which force? Dispersion force. See, atoms and non-polar molecules. Non-polar molecules, if you don't understand, you can take H2. H2 means H and H. So these are non-polar. There is no polarity because there is no difference in electronegativity. So atoms and non-polar molecules are electrically symmetrical and have no dipole moment in the beginning, because their electronic charge cloud is, what is the word given here? Symmetrically distributed. This is the figure what is shown here. Symmetrically distributed of electron charge cloud. Now next one here. But a dipole may develop momentarily even in such atom and the molecules. Means dipole can develop due to dispersion of charge is what we say. Dipole means charge. I already explained what is dipole. This can be understood as follows. Suppose we take atom A and B in close vicinity of each other, and it may, you can see here, so happen that momentarily electronic charge distribution in one of the atoms, say A, becomes what? Unsymmetrical. Means this figure I am talking. This is unsymmetrical, this is symmetrical. Now that is, the charge cloud is more on one side than the other, and this result in the development of instantaneous dipole of atom A for a very short time. This instantaneous or transition dipole distort the electron density of the other atom B, which is close to each other. Distort. The word is what? Distort. Means it gets dispose on one side. Distort means separate, what we say. Disturb, what we say. The electron density of other atom B, which is in close to it, and as a consequence a dipole is induced in atom B. Dipole means, you can see here a charge delta minus, and here delta plus. Here also delta plus, and here delta minus. Understood? Now you can see this is the, what we say, this is dispersion, what we say, dispersion of charge. Now see the next part. The temporary dipole of atom A and B attract each other. Similarly, temporary dipoles are induced. The word is clear. Temporary. It is not permanent. Means the charge what we see, they are temporary and are induced in the molecule also. This force of attraction was first proposed by the German physicist Fritz London. And for this reason, the force of attraction between two temporary, what we say, is also called which force? Due to Fritz London, it is called London force. Okay. See, is known as London force, and the another name for this is dispersion, because you can see the charge is dispersed. Okay. Now this one, when we say it is, this is only what we call, this forces you can see only up to which distance? How much? 500 picometer distance, and their magnitude depends on the polarizability. Means how fast the molecule becomes polar. Polar means positive and negative charge, what we say here. So this up to this much distance, you can see this what we call force is there, and if you increase the distance between two atoms, this force is negligible. Okay. Now the next one, dipole forces. Now when we talk about this dipole forces, dipole, the word only is clear. Two molecules you will take which have the charge like this. Now, but how, what I explain here, HCl molecule I explain here, who is more electronegative? Chlorine. So here what will be there? Formation of electron cloud. So you will see a delta minus charge here and delta plus, because movement of electron will be towards more electronegative. Understood? So due to this electron cloud, you can see there is a dark color shaded here, blue color. Means what does it shows? All the electron charge density towards which side? Chlorine side. And here less electron. That's why little white shade is given here. Understood? So now when what happens in this case, when these two molecules approach each other, what will happen? Chlorine, HCl and HCl. So if I write like this, HCl here and Cl and H like this, what will happen? You will see when this both come nearer to each other, both what we call molecules, HCl molecules, what will happen? All electrons will move towards one side in any one of this atom, what we say, right? Molecule, sorry. So you will see here, there is what you see. What is this? All the electrons are on this side, and in this case all electrons are on this side, and due to which an attractive force is developed. Which force? Attractive force is developed, and that force we call it as dipole, because both of the molecules have polarity, positive, negative, right? Now from your textbook what is given, you can see here. Dipole force act between the molecules possessing, what is the word given? Permanent dipole, means two HCl molecules you take, two HCl molecules where delta minus, delta plus, delta minus, delta, plus and delta minus means permanent. Dipole is from the beginning due to difference in electron. In this only you can see this force. End of the dipole possesses partial charge, that is positive, negative, what I say, delta plus, and these charges are shown by which letter? Greek letter delta. Partial charge always less than the unit electronic charge. Now this you have studied in your chapter 2, charge on electron, that is coulomb, this much coulomb. The polar molecule interact, polar means HCl, these are called polar molecules. Interact, you can see here, interact with neighboring molecule, that is A shows electron cloud distribution in what? The dipole, like this what we say here, this is A, right? Then shows electron dipole of hydrogen chloride, you can see here, and figure B shows dipole interaction between two HCl molecule. This is important. This interaction is, this you have to write down as a note, is stronger than the London force, but it is weaker than ion-ion interaction between, because only partial charge are involved, what we say. See, ion-ion interaction when we say, no, so ion-ion means, now suppose Na plus ion is there, another Na plus ion, so this is ion-ion interaction, what we call it as, okay. Or you can see Cl, because attraction when we say it is between opposite charges only, Cl minus and Na plus, okay. So this is ion-ion interaction. The attractive forces decrease with increase of distance, means like magnet, when we say two magnets opposite pole you bring nearer, what will happen? Attraction will be there, and when you take it far away from each other, less attraction will be there. You understood? So that same thing, when two this opposite charges bring nearer to each other, more attraction will be there, and you take it far, it will be less, what we say, right? So with the increase of distance it decreases this type of force between the dipole. Now as in the above case, here also the interaction energy is, what is the word? Inversely proportional to the distance, because more distance is less, more attraction will be there, more distance will be there, less attraction is there. Dipole interaction energy between stationary polar molecule is proportional to this. This you will study in your second chapter, between rotating polar molecules. Rotating means which rotates on its axis, what we call. Now here you can remember this one, see. Here now you can see, beside dipole interaction, polar molecules can interact by which forces also, means London forces is also seen in this dipole forces. London forces is also being observed, what we say. Thus cumulative effect, cumulative means together, London force and dipole force both. Effect is that of the total intermolecular forces in polar molecule increases. Understood? So not only dipole, but in this you can see London force also, but which one is stronger? So dipole is stronger than London force. Okay. Now the last one, dipole induced dipole force. Now to understand dipole induced dipole force, what we'll do, we will take one polar molecule and another a non-polar molecule. Which molecule? Non-polar molecule. Understood? So when we take polar molecule, you will take here HCl. Non-polar molecule, you can see, you can take here hydrogen or CH4 or whatever molecules you want, you can take here. Understood? So when this, what you call it as polar molecule, that is containing what you call plus and minus charge, what we say here the electron cloud is more due to difference in electronegativity, and a non-polar molecule, that is hydrogen atom or polar molecule or atom, what we say you take. Okay, so when they come nearer to each other, if you decrease the distance between them, what you will see, this electron, here we know electron move around the nucleus. What will happen when they come nearer to each other? This electron will be dispersed on the either side. Means the second figure, if you write like this, what will happen? Delta minus, a delta plus, and here also you will see there is a distribution of charge here. So plus sign will be here because delta minus is there, so plus. So delta plus, and here due to electron cloud, delta minus due to electron cloud. Right? So you will see first it was non-polar. This was polar. After when they come nearer, if you decrease the distance, this also becomes what now? Polar. Means polarity, polar means polarity is induced, what we call. So first non-polar was there, then polarity has induced, means developed, what we say. Due to what? Due to a polar molecule. Due to polar molecule, you will see polarity in this molecule also. That's why it is called dipole induced dipole force. Okay. Now we will see from your textbook. See. Dipole induced dipole force, you can see here the figure is given. Permanent dipole, you can, if you don't know, you can write HCl here, and here non-polar molecule, what I said, what hydrogen you can take like this, right? So what will happen in this case? What we say, what happen non-polar molecule and all, when they come near, or if the distance is decreased, what will happen? There will be a movement of electron from left side to right side. Here also you can see left side to right side. This arrow shows movement of electron. For dipole also this arrow is being shown. Permanent dipole, a polar molecule, and induced dipole in a non-polar. Means first it was non-polar, but the dipole is induced here, means created, what we call. That's why now this also become a polar molecule, right? Now the explanation here you can see. This type of attractive force operate between the polar molecule having permanent dipole and the molecule lacking permanent, means non-polar. Permanent dipole of a polar molecule induce dipole on electrically neutral molecule. So this is your electrically neutral molecule. Then where it is? Neutral molecule. By deforming its electronic cloud, deforming, dispersing its cloud. Thus an induced dipole is developed in the other molecule. Right? Now, induced dipole moment depends upon the dipole moment present in the permanent dipole and the polarizability of the electrically neutral compound. Means this first it was non-polar and this become polar due to this polar molecule. So that is polarizability, what we call. We have already learned in unit 4 that you will study later. Molecules of larger size can be easily polarized. Why? Because more distance will be there and more electronegativity is another case. High polarizability increases the strength of the attractive interaction. Means as soon as, means how fast it forms the polar molecule, more will be the strength between this. Now see. In this case also, means there is not only what we call it as London force or this all force. In this case you can see also cumulative effect of dispersion. London force is also seen and dipole induced dipole interaction also exists. Means not only one, means London force is seen in both. What we say, dipole induced dipole also and dipole dipole force also, you see this London force. It is observed in this. Understood? So I think now everyone understood this part. Okay. I will be sending photographs for these questions, so you can just see through it and write down in your fair book. Types of van der Waals force. Okay. Thank you.